What's up, guys? I'm going to show you what to do and what not to do to get on the TikTok For You page. You're probably here because of TikTok, but people might have seen it from just clicking on it from YouTube or maybe even searching it. Who knows? I'm not that popular on YouTube, so probably TikTok. So I'm going to show you do's and don'ts, pros and cons for TikTok. Viral, I don't know why you're watching this. If you want to get more followers, comments, likes, favorites, even if you're doing a competition with a friend on how to get more views, these tips are gonna answer to solve most of those. So, one of the things you want to focus on not doing is deleting videos. You've probably picked up, they say if you delete a video, it's gonna not show anymore. Yes, that's true. So, what you have to do is click on the three dots in the corner of your video, go to privacy settings, and go to only me visualize it. You're kind of doing what you wanted to do. And at the same time, you're not losing followers or viewers. So another thing you do want to do is lighting. If you go through and you see me like this, you're gonna be like, dude doesn't know how to make videos. Always focus on your lighting. That really helps. Also, we don't want to focus on what people want. We want to focus on what people subconsciously want. Because most likes are like, huh, that's funny. Huh, I like it. And you double tap the video. You're not like, oh, I think I'll like this video. It's subconsciously liked once you think about it. So you want to know how to psychologically get people interested in your content. One of the things you want to do is do one category. Just do one category like music, video games, art, anything like that. Because people usually follow you because I want to see more of this stuff. So if you post music stuff and video game stuff and people are like, I don't want to watch video game stuff, but this guy's really good at music, I'd love to follow him, then they're not going to follow you because they're going to see content they don't want. So always stick to one category. And when you do that category, mine is usually music. So another way to make people want to follow you, especially psychologically wise, is post tutorials in that category. Make them learn something too, not only get entertained by watching you do it. You also want to post a tutorial. So if I post like videos of me playing keyboard, why not throw in some videos of how to play it? Like I've played John Legend, All of Me, Clocks, Coldplay. Those intros I've done, Jump, and at the same time I've posted tutorials. So like, okay, this guy's entertaining, but if I'm gonna also learn from him, I'm definitely following him. So that'll really help. Remember, you're all focusing on people saying, I want to see more of this. That's all you're really doing to get followed. Okay, to TikTok database. This is another important thing. According to the TikTok algorithm system, you like a video, and the more your video is liked, actually makes your video stay on the For You page longer. If your video goes through 50 views without getting liked, it might stay on for a little bit, but your viewers are going to go down. If you get 12 likes and 30 views, you're golden. It's going to stay on. Another thing, of course, is be enthusiastic. Don't just go like, okay, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. Follow and subscribe. You want to have enthusiasm. You want to, again, we're in the subconscious category, not conscious. You're not only focusing on what they want, but you're focusing on psychologically what they subconsciously will do. The more enthusiasm you have, the more straight your outfit is, and everything like that. You want to be like, hey, watch this. Hey, watch this. Hey, this is how I do this. And you want to put enthusiasm into it. That will make people like it more. If you sound boring like this and you want to learn this, people might even not watch it all the way. They'll not want to watch it and they'll might miss what they actually could have learned. Once you think about it, just imagine you liking a video. You double tapped a video. Think about how you did that. You more subconsciously did it than did it. Because if you consciously did it, you thought process, oh, this is actually pretty cool. You may even question yourself, should I like this? I think I should. And do you double tap it? Most videos, you just might chuckle if it's funny, or if you want to learn it later, you hit that favorites or like button just as an automatic reaction. I'm not going to explain psychiatry. If you want to learn more about that, just look it up. I don't post that stuff, but I'm sure on YouTube today in 2023 you can find that. Another thing, never give false information. You might see some piano tutorials on TikTok. This is how you do this. They play the total wrong keys. Never do that. They're not going to follow you if you do any false information. Always make it accurate and a wonderful demonstration. Of course, if you are willing to put in tutorials with that category you chose on TikTok. Back to the psychological part, impress them. Don't just do, this is how you play Twinkle Twinkle. You might want to do something like River Flows in You or something like that, and maybe even give a tutorial. That'll make them say, this guy's amazing. I don't only want to listen to it, but if this guy's giving tutorials, I'm going to follow it for sure. That's how I went from 100 views to thousands views. And then as the videos went on, yes, you may have bumps in the roads, like you might go from thousands to hundreds, but that's based on how often you post. Post approximately 3+ videos a day. My viewers have gone down. If you check my account right now, Ted the Music Guy, you're going to see hundreds. Used to be thousands, but I've kind of just stopped posting, and they're down to the hundreds. You want to be constantly posting, because then they're like, all right, if this dude keeps posting, I'm going to keep being updated. I'd love to check out and learn new stuff. If you do it once a week, they're going to be like, oh, I'll probably scroll through this guy in the For You page. And one thing that has probably triggered all of you watching this video is them saying, come back for part 2, you swap over to their profile, and there is no part 2. Then you look in the comments of that video that you just watched, and probably most of the comments are saying, part 2, question mark? We need a part 2, that kind of thing. Never, ever post something with a part 2 without posting the part 2. Because if you're like, wow, this guy's actually posting part 2 and he's not going to keep us hanging, yeah, sure. That's more in the psychological category. The want. The motivation you give them to press that follow button. Another thing that I've never done but does help is promoting. That usually costs money on TikTok though. But maybe give them your Instagram DM. Say if you DM me on Instagram, or I've actually given a phone number before. My secret is I use Text Now. I didn't give away my actual phone number, but I use the Text Now app to get a fake number and put that on. I would never post my personal phone number because you guys watching this could probably imagine how much of a disaster that could get into. Hating views, just saying you suck, you need to do that, or it could go into telling you to do stuff that could not be mentioned on YouTube. So I wouldn't, if you use Text Now and you get enough hatred comments that you're just losing your self-esteem, just make another account, post that phone number. There is a redo. You can just make a new account and it's just like a fresh start. It's not your personal phone number where you can't get rid of it, and you're just going to keep getting those hatred comments, which lowers your self-esteem. And you do not want to do that. So never ever give your actual one. Use Text Now. There's some other apps that give you a fake phone number, and you could post that. Most people stick with Instagram DM though. But again, back to the psychological part. This is sneaky, but If you give your phone number, don't tell them it's text now. Just tell them it's your actual phone number. Just it psychologically gives them more motivation to contact you. And when you post stuff, make sure it could interest them, but never brag. Bragging can make them say, "Oh, this guy's cocky. I'm not going to follow him." And if you do show something, tell them where to get it. I'm not saying post, you could get this deck of cards for this price. It's like a by the way thing. If you show them something cool, like laser pointers, you've seen, oh, this burns this match and stuff, cool, or etc. Make sure you say, oh, by the way, you can get this here. It's not a promoting video, but you're just giving them the idea. You actually don't have to do this, but I've actually made a URL. So it's actually tedthemusicguy.com. If you want to get a URL, I'll tell you go to domain.google. Don't use GoDaddy or any URL that can lead to a website. Go to domains.google. Then you can make a domain straight from Chrome versus through another website. And after you make that website, put like contact info, Instagram, DM, text now, phone number. Like I said, just put down the phone number. Don't say it's text now. Make them think it's your phone number. I know that's a little sneaky, but it works. Put down links on your website. So if you show something, you don't need to explain it every time. Say I show, oh, this is a cool deck of cards. Just dropped it, but that's not the point. Link, deck of cards. I'm not saying do that, but in Google domains, if you own one, even the one for free, there actually are sites that cost $29.99 a month, but those sites are only if you're selling stuff. It involves shipment and that kind of stuff. If you just have a website that sends you links or sends you to other sites, it's $12 a year. Not for the website, but for owning the domain. When I bought tedthemusicguy.com, it costed $12 a month, and I'm recharged every year. But for owning your own URL, it's worth it. This is only if you're willing to base pretty much half your life on social media. Basically what you can do on the URL is you can search up buttons that you type the name and then you put in a URL. So if your button says Instagram, my link would be under the button that says Instagram. It would be sent as the URL to send to instagram.com/tedthemusicguy. And you could do that with other stuff if you're like, not promoting, but if you're saying, oh, this was in this video, click here to go to it, you could send it to the exact item on Amazon.com or wherever you get stuff, Wish, etc. There's a bunch of websites to buy stuff today. I mean, it's 2023. But if you say you could get this here in one in every 10 or more videos you post, it's not worth it. It's most just mention it in the video. But if you're willing to base social media on a big part of your life, get a URL. It's worth it, trust me. On my website, I've linked instruments, because music is kind of my thing. Contact information I've put down, links to, I can't think of any, just things off the top of my head that I put on there to mention, but it helps. But what really motivated me to do all this in the first place and find out how to do it is you need 1,000 followers to go live. That motivated me. I remember perfectly, it was on my 16th birthday when I went from 400 and something to that 1,000. And it was one of the best feelings to go live. Yes, you may get some hatred comments, but that's just their entertainment to try to trigger you. So just a warning, if you're willing to listen to this video and go post random stuff, make sure you can take hatred comments. I think that should do it for now. That should help you, especially if you're a beginner. But Let me know if it helps. Leave in the comments and subscribe for more.